Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverde. All right, so can you believe it's time to talk holidays?
No.
Luckily, we've got some tips on how, you don't have to get so stressed out this season, thanks to our friends at First for Women.
That's great. And also another way, maybe to raise a glass of delicious wine with friends, and we'll show you how that won't stress you out.
This is a nice Chardonnay, right?
Yes.
Switching gears, author, nurse, and caregiver Beth Friesen. She's here with a very personal story, Julie, about dementia, the toll it takes on the entire family, and practical advice on how to navigate through this disease. So very impactful.
Yes, all that and more, and The Balancing Act starts right now.
Another salute, shall we?
Yes, here we go. Salute.
First for Women, bringing you tried and true tips. During the holidays, with all the feasting and family, it's easy to forget to actually rest, taking care of ourselves and recharging. Between travel and socializing, we can really just get worn out. Well, Samantha Trenk from First for Women is back with a handful of tried and true ways to make sure we're able to feel our very best while taking part in all the holiday cheer. Welcome back.
I'm so happy to be back, Olga.
I'm thrilled when you're here. You have great ideas, love seeing you, love the magazine. I mean, it's always vibrant, colorful, and upbeat.
Well, that's what First for Women is all about. It's the #2 best-selling magazine at retail, and that's only behind its big sister publication, Woman's World. And our mission is to create joy and to supply our 3.3 million women, female audience of active women with useful tips and fashion, style, beauty content, and everything health and wellness that's just going to make them live their very best lives.
All right, so let's talk about something good, which is relaxing, recharging during the holidays. What can we do to kind of just take that breath?
Well, there are a few things. First, pick up some essential oils. It is proven that aromatherapy with essential oils, such as these Guru Nanda oils, my favorite being the lavender.
Oh, that one's the best.
It is so amazing. It's proven to relieve anxiety and promote relaxation. I always drop every night. I take a few drops of that lavender oil and I put it in the honeycomb diffuser, and I'm on my way to relaxation. Not all lavender oils are created equal. This is true English lavender.
So you really feel it. You really smell it. You can really enjoy it.
Yes, exactly. Right. And it really promotes a good night's sleep too.
Supplements. I hear those are really important as well.
Yes, this is Livitone Plus. This is my go-to over the holidays. It's always in my medicine cabinet. People take supplements to either improve or maintain good health. So this one, Livitone, is ideal for the holiday season when people are drinking a lot and eating a lot of indulgent food. This detoxifies and cleanses your liver, and it has the perfect amount of milk thistle to do just that. Paired with Dr. Cabot's The Liver Cleansing Diet, it's the perfect combo and a great way to kind of start your weight loss program.
Perfect. A lot of things that I see happening, I'm sure to you, to me, to all our ladies out there, is overschedule. And that's something we shouldn't do. We're overwhelmed when we overschedule.
Exactly. Look at your calendar months in advance and block out a few days where you're not going to say yes to any invitation that you receive.
This is a no day, this is for me.
Exactly. And just stick to it. Don't say yes to every invitation.
And do what then that day? What do you like?
I'm going to tell you to go read.
Okay.
Read a book. Whether you're an avid reader or if you just occasionally pick up a book, just keep flipping those pages. It's been proven to relax you. It creates kind of an escape.
Especially if you like the book.
Exactly.
I mean, it's no coincidence that this book is here because my supervising producer, Jeannie, loves this author. So
Janet Ivanovich is amazing. She's back with Twisted 26. She has had more than 20 #1 New York Times bestsellers.
Wow. I think she was giving me a hint to maybe put this in her stocking stuffer.
You should. This one, not a lot of people think about, but do your shopping as early as possible. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the TV show Spirit Riding Free. It's a DreamWorks show.
No.
Well, this toy was on the top of my daughter's holiday list, so I ran out as soon as it arrived at Walmart, picked it up. It's the Spirit Riding Free Training Arena. Comes with 42 pieces, and I know my daughter is going to be obsessed. And it's just like one of those things, easy. It's tucked away. I crossed it off my list, and
Get it when it comes out.
Exactly.
For our viewers who'd like more information on any of these and, of course, the magazine and how to get it, where do they go?
Firstforwomen.com, or, of course, pick up an issue at newsstands around the country.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
You too.
Come back again, okay?
For sure.
And again, if you'd like more information, you could also just check out our website, thebalancingact.com. This is adorable. And
yes,
all the
it's very cute.
choruses and... Wine. Okay, who doesn't love wine? And today we're talking to WineShop At Home. It's a company that is giving us a whole new way to learn about, experience, and shop for great wines. Joining me now are wine consultants Diane Nozick and Kate Truck. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us on today.
Are you kidding? Look at this display. This is fantastic. All right, first let's talk about, Diane, if you don't mind, about WineShop At Home. What exactly is that?
We're a Napa Valley-based winery that is the only direct seller of wine. So we actually bring the wine tasting experience into your living room.
Oh my gosh, so you two are wine consultants?
We are. We're wine consultants, and we market wines through our in-home wine tasting events.
So what do you do, Kate? How do you what do you do when you're a wine consultant? I just love the idea.
I do too. It's a lot of fun. So we go into people's family rooms, living rooms, dining rooms, and we essentially bring the Napa Valley wine tasting to you. So you pick out your wines, they arrive to you, we show up, you lay out some nice, easy appetizers, and we do some basic wine education and talk about wine.
And you get paid for this?
We do.
We do.
Oh my gosh, so how did you become a wine consultant?
You know, many years ago, I was looking for something to do where I didn't have to have a traditional corporate job, so I would be able to raise my family. I know, very boring.
Boring.
I wanted to be able to chase my kids, raise my family, move around the country, and still be able to earn a really nice salary. So I found WineShop, became a consultant, and I've really never looked back. One of the craziest things about my journey is when I started too many years ago to mention, I didn't even know anything about wine. I wasn't a wine expert, and I had really only just started drinking it. So it really proves that you don't need to know anything about wine or be an expert to be a wine consultant. You really just need to love it.
I have a glass of wine every day, I will say.
So it's good for your soul.
They
Not
say,
just your body.
and your heart.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so let's talk about some of the wines here, and maybe Diane, you could pour some, and you tell me where they come from and how they're made.
Sure, absolutely. So all of our wines are made by our winemaker, Alexander Reblay. He's a French winemaker, and they're made at our boutique winery in Napa Valley, California.
Okay.
One of the really fun things about our wines is that we source our fruit, and we source it from all over the world. So at any given moment, you may see a Spanish Monastrell, an Australian Verdelho on our menu. So it's truly a global wine experience, all made in Napa.
What did you serve me?
Well, I started you with one of my favorite wines, our Le Cadeau Brut, and we like to start almost all of our wine tastings with a sparkling. So cheers.
Okay. Salud.
Happiness in a glass.
Okay. Happiness in a glass. Ooh, this is nice.
Isn't it? It's a perfect way. It's a perfect wine to have on hand for celebrations and special occasions.
Well, why stop there? Do we have another one we could try?
I mean, we have so many. Typically,
Okay,
yes.
bring
we
it
have
over.
so
Bring
many.
it
We'll
over.
bring
How do you showcase these wines?
So we actually have the wine sent in ahead of time to you. And we work with you to choose the selection of wines that kind of is going to meet your needs, your desires, what your friends like. And then at the end of the tasting, you can pick your favorite wines and the winery ships them directly to you.
What do we have here?
This is our Family Ranch Orange Muscat, and it's a fantastic wine. It's a little on the sweet side, but I find that both my sweet and dry drinkers love it. And one of the things we talk about at tastings is how the food that you eat could influence the wine and make a sweet wine taste drier, a dry wine taste sweeter, and really help it appeal to you.
Okay, I'm a red wine girl, so do you have red wine for me?
Of course.
If someone's interested in having one of these pâtés, shall we say, they have someone in their local area. Is that how it works?
We operate in almost all states, and all they have to do is go to our website and request information on a tasting.
This is too much fun. What a great idea.
It is, and you know, it doesn't stop with just the wine tasting experience. So in addition to doing the tastings, we also offer things like a wine club. We have personalized wine. We have a charitable partnership wine. In fact, I just poured you our Glory Cellars, which we partner with America's Mighty Warriors. And you know, in the years that we've been in business, we've won almost 200 awards for our wine. So we know we're bringing you good wine.
And I'm sure there are ladies that have a great time and they just have this frequently, don't they?
They do. Ladies, couples, I mean, really anybody who drinks wine can attend and host one of our events or be a consultant.
And we release 4 new wines every single month. So I personally have a lot of hosts that host because they drink exclusively our wines because they love them. And so they host every 6 to 8 weeks because they get to taste what's new and purchase what they like.
Can't go wrong.
Get together and sip and enjoy some wine.
Salute, ladies.
Salute.
To you guys, thank you so much. For our viewers who'd like more information and maybe you want to have that party, where do they go?
WineShopAthome.com.
WineShopAthome.com. Okay, let's try this one. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Oh, and don't forget our website. See, I'm already tipsy, thebalancingact.com. Great stuff.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Talking on the telephone is an essential part of everyday life, yet for the 48 million Americans with hearing loss, using the phone can be such a struggle. But the folks at Caption Call are putting an end to this. Here to tell us and show us how those with all levels of hearing loss can use the phone again with confidence, thus keeping them socially engaged for a longer, happier, healthier life, are Abby Pence. She is an outreach manager for Caption Call, and Fran Reinstein, a Caption Call customer who has really benefited from Caption Call. Ladies, so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
to be here.
Abby, I'm going to start with you. I was reading here statistically, hearing loss is the third most prevalent health condition in older adults, yet many won't seek professional help for it. Why is that?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. People wait on average about 7 years between.
7 years?
Yes, nuts. Between the time they realize they have hearing loss and when they decide to do something about it. Usually it's the people in their lives that are telling them, hey, you're listening to the TV too loudly, what's going on?
And what are they, maybe embarrassed or they just don't want to deal with it?
Yeah,
Or...
exactly. There's different reasons, but yeah, a lot of people don't realize how bad it's gotten because it's gradual, right? It takes a long time to get there, but some people are in denial. They don't want to face that social stigma, you know?
You are nodding your head.
Yes,
okay,
That's
so
me.
was that you, friend? Yeah. What kind of happened? Was it gradual?
It crept up on me, and then it began to impact every part of my life. This cannot be happening. This is annoying. What a pain in the neck this is. I have so many things to do each day. I didn't want to go answer the telephone because my hearing started to be so bad. I miss the words. I miss the nuances of what people were saying.
So let's talk about Caption Call, because obviously it impacted her life. It impacts, what was the number? Millions of Americans in this country.
48 million.
48 million. That's a lot. So we want to help them. Caption Call, how does it work?
So Caption Call is part of a federal fund that's monitored by the FCC.
And we have one here.
We do, yeah. And basically it works just like a normal phone. So you use the hearing that you still have, but you're able to read the other side of the conversation for whoever you're talking to. So as you can see, the captions are scrolling now and they're just coming in automatically.
So as the person's talking to you, you're not only hearing them, but if there's a deficit, you're reading it.
You're reading it, yes. Yeah.
How was it for you, friend? Did you find it to be an easy tool?
I didn't grow up with computers or fancy phones.
Very simple.
So easy.
How did it change your life in terms of obviously not being able to hear and have a conversation to now?
I pick up the phone all the time. I don't avoid the telephone and let somebody else at home pick it up. And I'm just having more, really, I am having more fun because there's not that deficiency in my life.
Right, it's not a liability anymore.
It's not a liability. That's
right?
great, Olga.
There you go. I heard also, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is a free service?
Yeah, so the service itself is no cost as for anyone who's eligible, which is basically anyone with any level of hearing loss that's struggling on the phone. The phone itself is $75 to anyone who needs it, but you can actually get that fund or that cost reimbursed if you just visit a healthcare provider and get a certification of hearing loss.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Caption Call is the most trusted captioning telephone brand. Over 12,000 medical professionals refer their patients to Caption Call to receive the phone.
All right, so Fran, any final thoughts of the success?
The service is so available. They have a tech support group. These are, first of all, nice people. Isn't it refreshing to deal with nice people?
It really is.
They are so competent and so caring and compassionate. And no question is too silly or too elementary. They'll repeat their answers. They'll walk you through things. And the woman who came in to install my brand new one, so professional.
Red carpet service for you.
Yes.
And for everyone else.
Everybody. For everybody.
That's fantastic. And I'm glad you're more active, you're more empowered, aren't you?
Absolutely.
You're so beautiful. Thank you so much for coming in, Fran. I appreciate it. So, Abby, for our viewers out there who'd like more information on Caption Call, where can they go?
Just visit captioncall.com and just click on the button that says you're interested in getting a phone for yourself or a loved one, and we'll walk you through the process.
Fantastic. Thank you, ladies, so
You're
much.
welcome. Thank you.
Great having you here today. And of course, if you'd like more information on Caption Call, just check out our website, thebalancingact.com. Welcome back to The Balancing Act. November is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and nearly 6 million Americans are living with this disease. Every 65 seconds, someone in the U.S. will develop a form of Alzheimer's. This morning, we want to shed some light on not only those suffering from the disease, but also the caregivers. Joining me now is Beth Friesen, someone who knows a lot about being a caregiver. She also is the author of the book, I Love Someone with Dementia, So Why Am I Losing My Mind? Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Olga.
I want to talk about, obviously, the book. There's so much to cover here. But first, the inspiration behind it. What was it?
My mother, actually.
Oh.
In 2010, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease.
That must have been so tough.
It is a very, very hard thing to hear, and it left our family reeling. And we wanted to better understand not only how we could help her experience the highest quality of life possible,
of course,
but also how could we best support our dad, who was her primary caregiver.
And I'm glad you brought up your father, because you wrote here, the finality of the diagnosis was overwhelming and staggering, even for us as daughters who knew years before. And for our dad, it was catastrophic. We talk so much about the person who has Alzheimer's, and sometimes we forget about the caregivers and what they go through, and even the depression that they feel.
Absolutely, the sheer overwhelmingness of it. I like to equate it to a daily marathon. This is not a sprint, caregiving for someone with Alzheimer's. The studies have shown that it ranks up there with post-traumatic stress disorder in terms of the stress. In addition to depression, like you mentioned, they also have a much higher rate of illness, disease, and their social circle shrinks to the point that really it's just the person they're caring for. And like you said, that causes a lot of depression.
I love the book because it's a very easy read, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
You have tips through the stages, even living arrangements. You basically just really lay it out for someone who may be now experiencing this. Who do you feel would benefit from something like this, Beth?
Well, as the title says, all you have to really do is love someone or care about someone who has dementia. So obviously caregivers, but also neighbors, friends, coworkers. This book is really there to help them learn how to best care for those caring for someone with dementia.
In the last chapter, you talk about grieving, which we all grieve differently. And I read here, you put, yes, this disease requires much grieving before they leave us physically. But for some of us, the final goodbye brings with it a finality for which we are ill-prepared. Everyone grieves differently. That goodbye, it's such a long goodbye. I know Ronald Reagan's daughter called it the long goodbye.
And it's very aptly named that.
Very difficult, isn't it?
It is. I was very blessed that just 19 days before my mother passed away, she had what I like to call a notebook moment. For about 60 seconds,
What did she say?
I was the recipient of the most beautiful words.
She recognized you?
She told me that I was precious. She told me that I was beautiful.
Oh.
But then she asked me something, that I would take care of people. And I thought that was such an interesting thing for her to almost charge me with to do.
She gave you a job to do.
Yes, she said, take good care of your people. And of course I said I would. And so since then I've started a business helping people just like we were as a family struggling to cope with this overwhelming diagnosis. And I've become a certified dementia practitioner and now trainer to train other practitioners. And now just a couple months ago released this book. And I think it's all part of the instructions that she gave me to do, and I really just hope that it honors her memory and her legacy.
Oh, it does. And how blessed you were to have those 60 seconds. How many people don't even ever have one more second?
Exactly.
Thank you so much for sharing that story.
Thank you. Thank
God
you for
bless
having
you.
me.
Just a reminder, it is called I Love Someone with Dementia, So Why Am I Losing My Mind? So easy read, so impactful. Get it, Amazon.com, and you'll also find more information on our website, thebalancingAct.com.
I've got it for the holidays. A group of ladies, my house, Atlanta. You fly up.
Oh my gosh.
Direct flights.
And you too.
Yes, everyone come. Remember to head to our Facebook page and our website and follow us on Twitter and drink wine at home, remember?
Nice Chardonnay, try it. Don't forget our Instagram at Julie and Olga.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. So long. Cheers again.